Hello everybody, my name is Madam Defarge and welcome to We the People. Today our topic is revenge. Here on this panel we have Elizabeth Lavenza.
Hello.
James Jarvis. The Creation. And Vicus.
Hogandit.
Today's first question is, what does justice mean to you?
Well, to me, because I've lived as both a prawn and a worker for MNU, who are trying to attack the prawns and who generally see them as inferior, I've experienced both point of views, and I've seen how much injustice is committed by MNU towards the prawns. And I've learned that just like humans, the prawns have it in their heart to do good and to live happy lives. And it's just that we see, at least humans, we look at appearance and we automatically, based on that, that's what we think of and that's how we judge them and that's what we give those people. So it's just, to me, we're judged based on appearance, whereas real justice should be getting what someone deserves based on their actions and the good things they do. Christopher Johnson, he was trying to cure me, he was doing good, he was a good prawn, good man, and he deserved justice, but he was persecuted by the rest of humanity. That's not okay.
I concur with his statement. I have lived as a monstrous creation of another human, and I've seen how humanity has treated me based only on the scars of the bodies I was made from, rather than the feelings I had in my heart, the love I had for the family in the mountainside. They weren't able to comprehend, and that's not justice to who I am as a person.
Creature, I agree with you. Everyone in the aristocratic family are the same. They treated my family horribly. They are linked by blood and family. So the transgressions in one are the transgressions in all.
I agree.
Well, I think that justice should not be taking revenge on those who have wronged you. For some of the people...
Well, then what is it?
I died because of you. That is not justice. Justice is true fairness.
If your humans had given it to me, maybe you would still be alive.
I had nothing to do with your creation.
The person you loved is the person that created him.
Well, he was like brother to me.
What? You humans are all the same.
Yeah, you
hate
just
what
look
you
at
do not
us.
understand.
You look at us and you see nothing.
You judge.
But in reality, we're
What do
just
you think?
like you. We're better than you because we believe in equality, and you forced us to do these horrible things.
I was simply a victim of this.
Next question.
So moving on to the second question, do you guys think justice can be achieved through revenge? I think so.
I don't think so. Justice cannot be achieved through revenge. In South Africa, the apartheid system punishes the black man for being black, and the black man fights back against the white government, only causing more violence and anger. And no one wins. Everyone feels pain and suffering, and there is death.
Yeah, this is the same thing in modern day South Africa, because just like there was apartheid like 100 years ago, we have the prawns are delegated to District 9, and where they're treated in slums and they have worse conditions. And it's a very bad system, and it causes so much crime and so much hatred. There's really no good thing coming out of it. We're scared of these people, we don't understand them, and so we put them in this awful place and we commit crimes to them and they commit crimes to us. And what we think is achieving justice, really we're enacting revenge because they're not the same person as us and we feel like that is an offense. And so ultimately, this revenge is not creating justice and fairness for all, it is only creating hatred and loathing.
I feel the hatred and loathing that humanity has bestowed upon me. Yet, I react differently, and I feel that I should give it back to them 100-fold. And that makes me feel better. It gives my life meaning. even if it causes strife.
But do you not think that your meaning should be trying to rectify that hatred? Because
But there is no hope.
creation, I think Dr. Martin Luther King said it best. He said, dark cannot drive out dark, only light can do that. Hatred cannot drive out hatred, only love can do that.
I believe that justice cannot be retaliated with revenge, because revenge has no boundaries, whereas justice does. Justice has boundaries of fairness and reasonability, whereas in revenge, one is simply in a desperate state of mind, so they are not thinking straight, and they may do some hasty or rash decisions.
But who decides what is fair and what is just?
We know what is fair. It is equal treatment for all. And however, revenge is a personal vendetta that is only accomplished through hatred and other nasty things.
And what about the equal treatment that we received?
It was not fair,
Surely that was not just.
but we live in a society where they are enacting revenge.
And so
not
we
us.
are supposed to follow their standards of what is just, when their standards of what is just caused us to be what we are today.
It is true that we have to cause change, but we cannot cause change with hatred. We have to cause change with our love for everybody and for equality.
Because then you would be stooping to their level, and if you stoop to their level, then that
Stooping to your level.
you are stooping to my level. I doubt that. You killed me. I am the victim of your revenge, and all other revenge is just awful.
Creation, in the moment that you killed Elizabeth, you became a symbol of inequality and revenge. Because the same way that your master treated you without any humanity is the same way you treated her without any humanity.
And that is justice. That is equality.
But
Is
if
it
the
not?
thing that you are hating is that which committed revenge, that which wronged you, and you are becoming the thing that commits revenge, then you're simply becoming more inequality in the system of inequality.
You're making it worse, not better.
Commercial break.
Man, I have nothing to kill anybody with.
Just buy Defarge's knitting needles. They're sharp.
Make sure to buy some of Victor's chokers.
Welcome back after a long commercial break. So moving on to our next question. How far would you go to get revenge on someone or a group who destroyed your family?
I'll take this one. As I have gone to the ends of the earth, I said I would, and I did, in order to exact revenge and to kill my creator. And it was definitely worth it.
I completely disagree. My son was killed by another man's son, and that man is my friend, Stephen Kumalo, his son Absalom Kumalo. He killed my son, and I've been able to forgive him. If I was to hurt him, it would hurt both of us.
I truly believe that you should only commit revenge to get justice for both parties involved. You should only go to that point and not further.
Personally, I would not try to enact revenge on someone because I firsthand know the consequences of doing such. I was a victim of the revenge of another, not even towards me, but towards my husband. So I would never wish that on anyone else, so I believe that it is in everyone's best interest not to obtain revenge on someone.
I disagree with you, Lavenza. I would go so far to eradicate a whole entire bloodline, 6 scores a day. We must destroy anyone who commits injustices so they cannot do so again.
No, revenge is awful. It doesn't help anybody. It only hurts people.
Revenge is my life.
Commercial break!
If your face is screwed up, come on down to Frank's Plastic Surgery.
Be sure to pick up CJ's cat food at your local supermarket. That bloody prawn sure knows how to cook.
Welcome back. Elizabeth currently has a sore throat. Moving on to our final question. How does your society treat those who achieve revenge? My society treats me as a hero because I achieve revenge against the upper class.
But society hates me no matter what I do. So I might as well do what makes me happy.
Someone who's lived with the prawns, it became very clear that they have a society that hails people who commit revenge as heroes, just like Madame Defarge, because there have been so many injustices committed against them that they feel the need to fight back and really harm those. And on one hand, that sort of justice is important, that the prawns get what they deserve and that MNU and other humans that treat the prawns poorly get what they deserve. But on the other, it becomes a hatred and a personal vendetta.
I agree. In my society, the blacks and the Afrikaners feel the need to enact revenge on the Brits for invading, particularly the upper class.
Did you say upper class? Are you part of the upper class?
Yeah. Anyway, they feel the need to enact revenge on the upper class, particularly, but they need to let go of this hate. This hate only makes our society worse and weaker.
In my society, where two people who are incredibly different, the prawns and the humans, when they live together, there are bound to be struggles for food, for equality, for everything. There's so much resentment. The only thing that this does is create more hatred and more evil in our own communities. It never creates anything good. So we have to learn how to get past this idea of revenge and instead work together for a better future together. We need to coexist.
The only thing I've got in this world is myself. And I think what everyone can learn from my life is that we can only rely on ourselves to achieve justice. We can't rely on an unjust society to dictate the ideals of justice by judges, police, or anyone. Justice comes from what makes the wrong person feel better again. And until you do that, you will always be bothered by something.
Revenge needs to happen. All those who wrong me need to be destroyed. Liberty, fraternity, equality, or death.
South Africa is wounded. The only way to heal is to come together. Revenge is not the answer.
Thanks for tuning in to We the People. Vive la France!